Time's up. Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for adult swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
That would be quite the Christmas present if I could see some boobies. But I'm probably not going to. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the chat, the gatekeepers. You are the gatekeepers. You do a good job. I am proud of each and every one of you that goes out there and protects what we love. Keep out the riffraff. I'm glad you guys are here. It is Christmas week. It is Monday, December 22nd. We are 2 days away from Christmas, the most wonderful time of the year. I just finished watching Die Hard. Christmas movie. Take that. You're never going to tell me it's not. I just watched Die Hard. I've been up for a long time today already because I had to go take my car in to get that mighty repair done. They're working on it right now as we speak. At some point in the next probably 2 to 3 hours, maybe even in the next hour, I'll get the call. It's ready. Hell, if I get the call in the middle of the show's over, guys, because they send a car to they call a car to come and get me. So if it's ready, I gotta go. So fair warning: if I get the call in the middle of the show, no matter what we're doing, I gotta go and I gotta go get my car. Anyway, so yeah, we are a couple days away from Christmas. It is I love Christmas. I've been saying that since we got into the Christmas spirit. I've been having a lot of fun talking stuff, watching movies. This is now this is the fourth Christmas movie I've watched this year. 2 of which I've watched are not normal Christmas movies I watched. They were done for this channel, because you guys made me do it. Whether for drive-in or for this show. Like today we got a chat, maybe watch this new chat made me watch his reviews. I'm tired. I was considering being asleep when the camera went on. And I thought, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Some people might get angry at that. Now, I need a couple more hours of sleep because I tried my hardest to go to sleep on time, to get up this morning and take my car in. And it's rough. It's rough. Yes, I will probably watch Lethal Weapon tomorrow and then watch all 4 of them in total. Tonight, I have to watch the Star Wars Christmas special. And then I'm probably going to watch White Christmas tonight, too. I'm probably going to watch White Christmas tonight. That's on the block. And then also tomorrow night, I'll be watching Christmas Carol tomorrow night for Wednesday. Anyway, but yeah, so I've already watched some Christmas movies, not all the ones I usually would watch, but I am definitely feeling Christmas spirit. As I said last week, I am basking in a Christmas miracle concerning my car. All presents are obtained. All the food for Christmas dinner is obtained. It's going to be great. Going to have a good time, and I'm just ready to. After we get through today, once my car is situated and done, I'm looking forward to just having a nice rest of the week, relaxing week. We'll stream a little bit here and there, and if you want, go to the post tab on my YouTube page. Right now, there is a poll. Go vote on it if you want me to stream a game on Christmas Day. It's up to you guys. Some of you don't want me to. I don't know if it's because you hate my gaming or you want me just to take a day off. I don't know. It would be nice if you left a comment, take the day off, so I know. Do you hate me or do you really like me and you want me to not have to work for a day? But if we do start Christmas stream, if we do a Christmas Day stream, we will be starting Dragon Quest III HD2D Remake, the beginning of the Erdrick trilogy. I'm very excited to play this. We're going to get back to some single player gaming streams. Be fun. Going to have some good time. Good old-fashioned JRPG goodness. So go ahead and vote on that. We'll leave that up until Wednesday night. I will shut that poll down on midnight Wednesday when it becomes Christmas Day, because then it's Christmas Day. If you voted, you voted. If you haven't, you haven't. Anyway, so I'm happy everybody's here. Hope everybody is ready for a Merry Christmas. I hope if your travel plans are set, I hope they're locked in and you're going to be safe. If you're staying home with family and friends, maybe just driving around, I still hope you play it safe and don't do anything silly and stupid. And remember that there are people out there who will do silly and stupid things, and you must be aware of them and be careful, because Christmas should be just fun and relaxing and not stressful. Shouldn't be stressful at all. Anyway, but it is Monday. We do have to go to work today. We have to do some work here. We have to go through whatever we do on this stream. As I said, we have a chat, maybe watchers reviews for the back half of the stream, where I will review The Grinch That Stole Christmas, the 2000 live action version starring Jim Carrey. And it's not a good movie. It's not a terrible movie, but it's not a good movie. Also, because they kind of bastardized the story for stretching it out to nearly a 2-hour movie. So we'll get into that. I'll talk about that. Other than that, I got nothing. Because it's Monday. You know how Mondays are. Usually nothing's happened. We're still dealing with anything that was on the weekend. And I mean, some things did happen today, and it's up to you if you guys want me to touch on them. But right now, I think just as we start off the show, I want to remark on and I think I did this last year too, but I want to do it this year again. And tradition, maybe, I don't know. Just talk about the idea of Christmas. And somebody say, Adam, you're Jewish. What do you care about Christmas? I care about Christmas because it's a wonderful holiday. You know, I was raised in my family who raised my mom and stuff like that, that Christmas knows no boundaries. It doesn't matter if you are Christian or Jewish or whatever. Christmas is about being a little better, being a little nicer. It's about sharing goodwill towards men. And it's about caring. It's about caring. And I truly believe that this time of year, even though you guys have paid me to be an asshole to some people, I truly believe that Christmas is about being a little bit better. Try and be the best version of yourself, especially in this week. I make sure if I interact with somebody, if they speak to me, look me in the eye, I make sure to say, Merry Christmas over the next few days if I'm out and I cross paths with somebody. And because I feel like if you do that, you're trying. And I feel as though if someone says Merry Christmas to somebody, you can't help but smile. Like, thanks. Merry Christmas to you too. You say those words and you feel it. Well, I mean, I can't speak for you, Degenerate Lalafell. I can't speak for you. But I speak for myself, and I believe in the Merry Christmas. I believe in the Christmas spirit. I believe in, and because last week I believe in a Christmas miracle. I believe that there's something about this time of year where, you know, sometimes something happens at the right moment in the right time to save you or to better you or to shift your perspective. I mean, we'll talk about it. The idea of the Grinch Stole Christmas is when we talk about that, that is a story about changing perspective and looking beyond what maybe tunnel vision idea you have. And I truly believe that this is a time of year where people should be nicer. Now, I'm not saying be nice to just anybody. Like, don't walk up to a random person and go, "Merry Christmas." No, I'm saying in general interactions. If you talk to somebody, shake a hand, this and that. That's what I mean. And I believe that if more people embraced the Christmas spirit and say Merry Christmas, don't cop out and say Happy Holidays. Don't cop out and say that. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Well, Cash, I have to be nice to Dermy. He's my best friend, and Dom is a man who understands that patriotism is earned. And it's and that it's all about making sure that you tell everybody the good things that you already know about yourself. And yes, happy Hanukkah as well. I think Hanukkah, this is the last, I think last night was the last day of Hanukkah, or today's the last day of Hanukkah. It's been 8 days. So yeah, today Hanukkah ends. Well, listen. All right, listen. You work shoving that shit around. So you're carrying everybody else's good wishes, Kel. That's what you're doing. You're carrying everybody's presents to each other. You're Santa. Kel is Santa. Everybody, it's time to call Kel Santa. It's time to call Kel Santa. Kel is Santa Claus. He's delivering your gifts to you right now as we speak. He's making sure that Christmas cards and gifts and all those fun things are reaching their destination. How do you like that? You're Santa. Live with it. You even got the beard. But yeah, Christmas is, it really is about being jolly. And I'm not saying ho, ho, ho jolly, but just trying. Cookies and whiskey. Yeah, when he comes down the chimney, when Kel's not going to come down your chimney, he's going to knock on your door. And if you give him cookies and whiskey, which I don't know if that's a good combination, but I guess for a disgruntled Santa, maybe perhaps. And then maybe he won't give you a one-way ticket to his Lalafell dungeon. Maybe he won't do that. But I do believe that I believe that if you end the year like this, if you end the year just trying to be a little more merry, a little nicer to people, to get into Christmas spirit, I believe it starts your year off well. When you start that new year, when it rolls over, if you end on a positive note, your year will begin with a positive outlook. And that we got steaks for dinner for Christmas. There are steaks in the freezer right now. Steaks in the freezer. They'll be defrosted. They'll be defrosted and eaten deliciously. Simple too. Just gonna sear them and slice some salt and pepper. Nothing crazy. It's delicious. Can't wait. Oh. So I don't buy steak often because steaks, at least where I get them, it's damn expensive. I just can't buy steak willy nilly. So when I get steaks, it's the special occasion, and I look forward to it. I mean, I eat a lot of beef all year, but it's either ground beef or hot dogs, or roast beef sandwiches on occasion. But when I get the steak, when you make a nice juicy steak for yourself, that's the special occasion, because I can't afford to buy steaks all the time. Even though I buy them at Costco, which is significantly less than the supermarket, it's still expensive. So it's a special occasion. I look forward to it every year at this time. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'll be saying Merry Christmas for the next couple of days, because we're almost there. We're not there yet. We got 2 days to go. So Merry Christmas, and say Merry Christmas to somebody. I urge you today, if you have the chance, if you come across somebody, just look in the eye, you interact, just say Merry Christmas. Kel, you don't have to, because you're Santa delivering gifts. But I encourage this. And if they say it to you, don't tell me you don't feel good inside if somebody just says Merry Christmas to you. Don't lie to me and tell me that. Don't lie to me. It feels good to be told Merry Christmas. It does. So, what are we going to do today, though? So, we're going to go through the news. I have nothing in particular that I want to jump out at. I know there's some things have dropped, but I don't unless you guys want me to, I'm not going to cover them directly because again, this is your show. And then of course we got chat, big boss reviews. So let's get into the news. Let's see what's going on. What's happened in the past 12 hours since 12, 15 hours since last time we talked. Actually, that's been about 20 hours. It's almost been a day since we last talked on driving. I'm not driving, roundtable. So let's refresh the news and see what's going on. The one thing I know is going on, and it's up to you guys if we want to check it out. Well, let's get in there. Let's get in there. And invite. Why am I inviting? No, retard. I need some sleep. I need some more sleep is what I need. Okay, here we go. The news. Friday, a Biltmore Christmas sequel set at Hallmark with Holland Roden, Niall Matter, Jonathan Frakes to return. Frakes is in a Christmas movie? Huh. I haven't watched a Hallmark movie since I lost free cable. Listen. Say what you will. There was a certain period of time where when I had terrestrial television, I would turn on the Hallmark channel and leave it on all day because those Christmas movies that they showed there were just safe and nice and mean no harm. And they were pleasant. And man, Hallmark got the hot chicks for a while too, dude. They had the hot ones in their Christmas movies. They just did. And it's nice to watch a Christmas movie filled with pretty women. See? Staying on brand here. Well adjusted. Never snapping people. I believe that. But yeah, so I was always a proponent of until they sold out a few years ago and bent the knee. I was always a proponent of, watch the Hallmark Christmas movies. They're nice. They're pleasant. They do no harm. Now, I don't know. They bent the knee a few years ago during the cancel era. So I don't know if they are trustworthy anymore. Heated rivalry star Hudson Williams responds after Dumois reveals alleged girlfriend and criticizes the show's acting. I've grown quite fond of you. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Landman, what's real and what's exaggerated according to the series co-creator, once an oil roughneck himself. I don't watch Landman. I'm not interested. I don't care if it's the best show on TV. I don't care. Not interested. Not really a fan of Billy Bob Thornton. So that's not a draw for me. Some people will watch anything. I'm particular about what I watch, unless you assholes make me watch something I don't want to watch. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. General Hospital to re-air Anthony Gary's farewell episode after his death. Yeah, soap operas. I'm not going down that road again. The worst movies of 2025, only by your categorization, because I've heard enough that people have enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Jed being one of them. And I trust Jed's opinion on movies. So it's I don't trust Variety to tell me what the worst movies of 2025 were, because damn well they ain't going to put the actual worst movies on there. I'm curious. I'm curious about that. You know what? Let's take a moment. Let's see if they have the balls to put actual bad movies. Before I put it up, will Black Falcon Captain America be on there? Will Snow White be on there? Will Superman be on there? Oh, damn. No, damn well Superman ain't going to be on there. None of their protected pet movies will be on there. Let's just see. Let's take a look and see, shall we? Eden. Don't know it. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I press X to doubt. I hear actual people enjoying it. Go away. All right. The Testament of Ann Lee. Never heard of it. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Never heard of it. And M&A. Heard of that one. And that was Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of retirement for his son's directorial debut. So a little nepotism there, but it's Daniel Day-Lewis. I suspect at least his performance is really good. But all right, will one battle after another be on here? I don't think so, because they love their commie Marxism. Wait a minute, an M&A. So it's each 5 people giving their 5 people are giving their top 5. So it's okay. So 4 assholes are going to give their 5 worst. Okay. So that this guy says The Life of Chuck. Okay, Electric Steak was really bad from what I hear. Okay, that's true. War of the Worlds. You made me watch that. That was god awful. The actor, no, it is. President, know what that is. All right. Dishonorable mention. Okay, good job. You mentioned Snow White. Good job. Is that it? That's not. Still, a couple on here were bad, but this deserves to actually have a number because it was terrible. But of course, as I said, none of the real bad movies that all lost money and were box office flops and decried by many people were actually on there. Or some of the truly offensive ones. Composer Bryce Denner to present Train Dreams live-to-screen concert performance at Egyptian Theater. Whatever. Good Bride by somebody is getting a TV show. Don't know what it is. Smash Machine says HBO Max release date. Don't care. Lady Gaga. I don't give about Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. I don't care. And I don't know who that is, but she's dead. Sorry. Sorry for her family. Best international TV shows 2025. Really don't care. Don't really watch much international outside of anime. Timothy Chalamet says divisive Marty Supreme press tour behavior is the spirit of Marty. I'm trying to get this out in the biggest way possible. I don't understand this dude as an actor. He's not that good. He's a wispy little man. But they want that to be masculinity in the 21st century. No. He is not Paul Atreides. He is not Muad'Dib. Shouty little baby. Magnolia Pictures buys Willem Dafoe and Greta Lee drama Late Femme. Well, we always enjoy little Willem Dafoe, but I probably don't care about that. Some Angelina Jolie movie, don't care. Barry Weiss defense pulling 60 Minutes report on horrific treatment of the detainees by Trump, White House. Listen, you cross this border illegally, you're a criminal in these United States of America. And you do not have rights because you're not a United States citizen. It's just that simple. Odyssey trailer, yes. Odyssey trailer dropped. I've seen a couple screen caps. I have not watched it on the off chance you guys want a reaction. I'm not. I've seen, we know the guy in the big helmet's Agamemnon, and I'm not buying that. Agamemnon is old man king. He's not virile and young. And that spine on the back of his helmet. I've seen the screen cap. What is that? So I haven't seen it. If you guys want me to do it, we forgot about the rules. I mean, if we want to do it, the rules apply. Although I guess we'll do the old school $20 for a reaction of that. So the rules do apply. I forgot, we haven't done this in a few days, and I'm a little off kilter. Yeah, so normal rules apply. And just a reminder, the Be Merry, Be a Grinch tier is still in effect for 3 days, going from today into tomorrow. And oh shit, I just remembered. I have to get the stupid Land, Sea, and Air, because I still have to watch that tonight before Who Cares Reviews at 11:30 with Jed and Dermy. Shit, I just remembered that. I totally forgot. Listen, the car is just consuming all my mental thoughts right now. So yeah, I got to get that when we're done here. Fuck. Anyway, but the Be Merry, Be Grinch here is still in effect for the next 2.5 days through Christmas Eve. And yes, I did get a penalty last week when I was nice to Jed when I was supposed to be a Grinch, but I could be nice to Jed again because he got reversed on Roundtable yesterday. But I still have to be a Grinch to Kratos and Weasel Kratos, who is essentially trying to ground down my soul with horrible movies. Mitzi has a list, and Weasel, who I think has little dioramas of us in furry outfits, and he talks to us at night. as though we're talks to those little dioramas of us in furry outfits as though we're alive. I think he does that. I think he does. He's planning something. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I guess if you guys want me to do the Odyssey trailer, we'll invoke the old school watch a video rule for $20. Okay, we'll do that if you guys want it. If you guys want it. So Odyssey trailer, I've held that off. I haven't looked at it, and if we don't look at it today, I will put it on the list of things to do this week. Whether I do it myself or I arrange something. Korea box office, Avatar Fire and Ash ignites market. Yeah, the international. Look, we looked at numbers yesterday. The international numbers were decent. It's the domestic that's troubling for Avatar 3. Paramount Skydance Larry Ellison has made irrevocable personal guarantee of $40.4 billion towards Warner's bid. Yes, they are continuing to try and buy Warner Brothers with traditional bidding. It's not a hostile takeover. Never was. They're still just bidding for it, trying to entice Warner Brothers to talk to them again. It's not a hostile takeover. You don't ask somebody to accept your deal if it's a hostile takeover. After Fire and Ash opens on top as Zootopia 2 continues strong performance, Zootopia 2 made its money. It's now on a traditional downswing. And if these two had opened at the same time, Zootopia would have crushed Avatar 3. It would have. Which feels weird to say, but we really talked about that yesterday. Go check out Roundtable's discussion of Avatar. I don't care about that. Landman, don't care about that. No. Kamal Nanjiani, who's a very annoying actor, by the way, says he's very proud of his performance in Marvel's Eternals. Hang on. Suppressing a hiccup. I do not get to choose what reviewers are going to think, but you will choose to be an idiot and support crap. CMS honor Rob Reiner in 1 hour special tonight. Here's how to stream scenes from his life online. Fine. Whatever. Nicki Minaj did some Turning Point USA stuff last night. This guy died, and now that's it. We're into stuff from the weekend that we already know about. Loose Pullman says filming Spaceballs 2 with his dad was a dream come true. Nepo baby. I don't care what you say. Nepo baby. Heated rivalry. Now, that we talked about a minute ago. So I was curious if I knew what that was, and I was right. It's some Canadian gay show that shows graphic dude on dude. And there's an article on a Hollywood Reporter saying Hollywood's realized the untapped market of shows where dudes each other. I don't want to get graphic here. And I thought to myself, shut up. You are not going to suddenly try and convince everybody that there is a market, a large market to watch dudes having sex on a show. No. So screw your attempt at gayifying crap again. You already lost that war. Battlefield 6 fans accuse EA of selling AI-generated image after spotting what looks like M4A1 with 2 barrels. Shut up. We talked about this yesterday. Shut up. I don't want to hear this crap. Listen, I'm all for lazy artwork, but it might have just been, I would lean on the fact that it slipped through the cracks. Once again, Odyssey trailer. Just display denies Warhammer 40K AI art accusations after fans spot red flags. Once again, people hear AI, they get unnecessarily triggered, I believe. Once again, this dude is passed away due to self-deletion, from what I hear. That's unfortunate. Claire Obscure, Expedition 37, stripped of its in-game. Yes, we talked about it yesterday. You can catch that clip discussion right here on the channel. It's up. Put it up about a couple hours ago. You can watch it. Enjoy it. It's a great discussion. Great breakdown between myself, Jed, and Dre. Avatar Fire and Ash launches with $345 million. We talked about this. And yes, significant decline once again. And then Brainiac. Okay, so that's it. That's it. This is the holiday slump for news, guys. That's all they got. Jenny McCarthy claims Hollywood conservatives are hiding out and secretly supporting RFK Jr.'s Maha movement. Dude, I did, as Dre would put it, unspeakable things to myself in the 90s to Jenny McCarthy layouts. Do not lie. You're that era. If you were a teenager when Jenny McCarthy was gracing the pages of Playboy, you had a good time. She was a beautiful woman. Still is a beautiful woman. I don't agree with her thoughts about vaccines and autism, but beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Make America healthy again, Legatus. Make America healthy again. Jenny McCarthy, she was gorgeous. Still is hot. And yeah, fantasies. She did a spread with Santa Claus. She got in the holiday spread. I think I remember her doing a Playboy spread with Santa Claus. Sitting on Santa's lap, naked. Yes. That's what my memory is telling me. Yeah. That was good. I like that. Anyway. That moment of goon brought to you by my adolescence. Disneyland tests wheels and no wheels security screening lanes. I theme park, whatever. Listen, I'm sorry. Listen. If you're in a wheelchair, you have no business getting on a ride that requires some level of, if severe wheelchair. If you just have, where your legs are just a little weak or something like that. Yeah, but you have no business getting like on a roller coaster if you're that kind of disabled. You don't. I don't think you do. You're entitled to fun, but it's dangerous for you. It is. I wouldn't do that. You don't remember banging Jenny McCarthy. Well, I never banged her, of course, but her titties were everywhere. Great. She was Playmate of the Year. Lightning Lane premiere pass sold out 8 days during the holiday period. Well, listen, we may say that Disney's struggling, but the holiday, people are going to theme parks on holidays. They do for some reason. I wouldn't. Good Lord, I wouldn't. Too crowded. Ugh. Biblical anime film David sets box office record amid rumors Disney and Paramount tried to limit screenings. Huh. Shame. Shameful. We already saw that one. New song from Disney legend Richard Sherman confirmed for animated short Mushka. Babushka. I don't know. It's your opinion. Your opinion. When I was a teenager, I loved every second of her naked body. When I was a horny teenager. That's kind of, oh yeah. Jimmy Kimmel delivers UK Christmas message claiming from a fashion perspective, it's been a really great year. Can we just stop pretending Jimmy Kimmel matters? Can we? Can we just stop pretending what Jimmy Kimmel says actually rates attention from adults with working brains? This man is a fart-sniffing millionaire who lives in a fantasy world and cries on cue a lot when things don't go his way. And if he would step over you and every other regular Joe out there if it meant he could keep his career going. He is a fake and a liar and should be ignored. Give me a break, man. And that's kind of it. Light on the news today. Light on the news today because it's the start of the Christmas week. Things are moving so from last week. Anyway, so there it is. There's the news. I guess I'm sticking to it. Not a lot to pull out of that today. I know, not a lot, except the Odyssey trailer. And at the moment, I'm not even really interested in looking at it. I mean, if you guys don't know what I'm doing here, what am I doing here? There we go. That's better. I'm vain. We established this last week. I am vain. And that still didn't really work. There we go. I can live with that. I want to look good. Do the best I can. And excuse me. All right, that's the news. That's about what we got. So while you guys maybe think of other things, topics, discussions, thoughts on stuff, why don't we take a moment after I blow my nose and we'll get to the Grinch Who Stole Christmas live action. Alrighty then. Let's change the camera angle. Let's open the image because per the agreement, per the arrangement, I must now, for chat made me watch this reviews, I must now talk about the 2000 live action adaptation of The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. Okay, of course, as a young lad from the 80s, I watched the original animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas with the songs, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, all that stuff, Dr. Seuss. And of course, the kid, I had plenty of Dr. Seuss thrown my way. When you're a kid, Dr. Seuss is fun. You grow older, not so much. Same with the Muppets, not so much. But this is a standard for children at Christmas. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, because it's supposed to teach them the moral lessons of generosity and goodwill, and not everything is materialistic. It's about the spirit of Christmas. And this movie, as I said a little earlier, it's not a good movie. It's not a terrible movie. It's just kind of meh. Because they took a story that's really only about 30 minutes long and stretched it into, I think, an hour, 45 minutes. Oof. Of course, Jim Carrey is the standout, and that's all practical makeup right there, which I have since read he hated. There was a lot of distress with the makeup process. That's a lot of prosthetic makeup right there. And he was not comfortable in it. It was very uncomfortable and difficult to make this movie for him physically because of the makeup. Now, that being said, Jim Carrey does Jim Carrey. He goes wacko, crazy, goofball shit into it. Apparently also in my research, there's a lot of ad-libbing in some of the stuff he did. Very Robin Williams-esque, but of course not with the genius of Robin Williams. But it does essentially follow the standard story. The Grinch, who is a self-imposed outcast of Whoville, lives up on his mountain and hates the Whos, especially at Christmas time when they get all cheery and happy and this and that because he's the Grinch. The Grinch is so ingrained in the zeitgeist. It's its own term. Don't be a Grinch. Don't be a Grinch. It is a zeitgeist meme that is endured for decades. So the Grinch is a permanent fixture in pop culture, whether this movie is good or not. The idea of the Grinch is the character of the Grinch, the personality of the Grinch. Excuse me. Still some remnants of the cold. The Grinch. This movie follows just such a story, and in the original story, he has no interactions with the Whovians. No, I shouldn't say Whovians. The Who's, the Whoville. We'll say Whoville. Whovians are Doctor Who fans. I shouldn't say that. That's mixing my metaphors. He has no real interactions. It's all about he basically is very voyeuristic, and he's so annoyed by their Christmas cheer that he hatches the plan to dress up as Santa and steal their presents. And the only time in the original he interacts with Cindy Lou, whatever her name is when he steals her presents and her Christmas tree. And she's not really a determining factor in his change of heart, which is 2 sizes too small. That only happens when he's stolen all their gifts and this and that, and he thinks he's got victory. He's about to destroy them all, and he hears them just singing because it's about the spirit of Christmas, goodwill, and all that jazz. And then he realizes, oh, I have an epiphany. The spirit of Christmas it's about being nice. It's not about material possession, not about getting gifts, even though gifts are nice. It's about camaraderie, brothership, family, and love, and all that kind of stuff. And then his heart grows 2 sizes bigger. And instead of letting the presents get destroyed, he saves them. And he then returns the presents to Whoville. And they invite him. And the Grinch is not a Grinch anymore. Although in subsequent stories, he's still an asshole and a Grinch when he interacts with the Cat in the Hat and those types of things. Now, this movie, while it hits those major points, of course, drastically expands the lore, almost to nauseatingly annoyance, because this movie creates a backstory for the Grinch and relationships with the Grinch and gives Cindy Lou Who more to do, that she's a direct influence on him by interacting with him and talking to him and befriending him and wanting him to be a better person, wanting him to join Christmas fun. And it's just a chore. And Jim Carrey essentially just does Jim Carrey. He overacts as the Grinch. And it's not a bad thing to have Cindy Lou Who be a catalyst, but it's simply tiring because the story doesn't need it. As far as I'm concerned, it adds to it and it doesn't destroy it, but it's just unnecessary. And they have him be in love with another Who woman. At one point in a gag, when he arrives to get the award for best person for Christmas, which doesn't happen in the original book, of course, he falls and borderline motorboats her. Which, hey, okay, fine, we're okay with that. But he does that, and for a children's movie, I don't know about that. A little risque. I wouldn't put that in a children's movie personally. But then there's rivalry with the mayor, who they all made him shave his hair when he was a little kid, and then he ran away. I mean, his whole backstory is in this thing that he was always a bit of a grump and always a little wild, but just because he didn't know how to express himself properly, and he overdid it. And they all kind of made fun of him. They bullied the Grinch, and that's what made him the Grinch. And then he ran away and takes their trash. I don't remember if that's actually part of the original story, him collecting their trash and eating it. I don't know. I don't remember that. But they create the backstory that he was abused and this and that, and he has every right to be angry. And Cindy Lou Who tries to tell him there's still good in people, that they probably still like you, this and that. And she's the door through which the goodwill comes through, because when he steals everything and he finally gets all the presents up top there, they add her into the mix of being in danger when the sled and the presents and Max are falling over the edge of the mountain. They add her into the mix, and that's supposed to make him want to save it even more. And it kind of, I understand you're trying to add a message of friendship to this, but it's just adding too much to what already is a simplistic idea. An unnecessary complication to what is a simplistic story about somebody realizing goodwill is a reward. Being nice is a reward. And that's kind of it. There's a lot of comedic sight gags in it, a lot of slapstick comedy thrown in there, because it's Jim Carrey, of course, going to be slapstick comedy. And I mean, the performances are fine. They're childishly overacting for a Dr. Seuss story, and the production value is high. The makeup at Whoville, especially the Jim Carrey makeup, the prosthetics right there, that looks great. It's fantastic. It's unnerving, frankly. It's very unnerving in live action. But it's simply not enough to make this movie, in my opinion, great. If I had to give it I give it a 4.5 or a 5. if I had to give it a grade, an out of 10 scale, driving wise. And it's just there. I don't hate it. I just didn't like it, and I found myself bored watching it. One, because I know the story, and it's done in a way that's not at least entertaining to my whatever nostalgia I may hold for Dr. Seuss. Maybe because you see one Jim Carrey slapstick, you've seen them all, and he has kind of a routine that he'll do for these things. So, I don't know. I would not recommend this. If you want to go watch the original animated one, not the 2018 one with Cumberbatch voicing the Grinch. Go watch the original animated one. It's simple. It's little classic campy, and it gets the job done. Or read the book. Read a book. So there it is. 2000s live action, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It barely made money. Had a budget of 123 million, made about 345 global. Do the math. I mean, that's 20 years ago. The math is probably a little different, so we'll just kind of double it. So it made a little money, but it was critically panned, and nobody really wanted it. And they were they considered making a second one where he would have to interact with the cat. And imagine if they had Jim Carrey and Mike Myers, Cat in the Hat live action. Imagine if they put them on the screen together. Might have been interesting. But Carrey was on the record saying, yeah, if we do this again, CGI my ass, mocap my ass for Grinch, because I ain't putting that makeup on again. I wouldn't either. Anyway, there you go. How the Grinch Stole Christmas live action. The chat made me watch this reviews. All right, there's that. I have not fulfilled that bargain. Tomorrow, we'll be talking Star Wars Christmas special. That's right down my alley. And that listen, that thing's god awful. All right. They made that before realizing what was going to happen with Star Wars. No one knew that it was going to do what it did. So they made something silly like that. Because just what it was, Lumpy's eyes, the eyes in the young Wookiee. Oh man, it's Lumpy. It's called Lumpy. All right, we'll get to that tomorrow, and then on Wednesday we will talk about my favorite version of Christmas Carol, Patrick Stewart's one, and we will compare and contrast it to the Muppet Christmas Carol. Which, if you want to watch that, go to my channel or Jed's and check it out for Saturday Night Drive-In for this past weekend. All right. That's all I got. You guys seem pretty satisfied at the moment. You're not yammering at me. You haven't purchased anything for today. And yeah, Lumbaka. God, yeah, I was right. I remembered correctly. It's been a long time since I graced that graced my eyes. Just those eyes in that makeup and the prosthetics there, the suit. Terrible. All right. Let's see. So rest of the week. What do we got? Of course, tonight we've got Doctor Who Cares reviews, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. The final episode. Turns out there's only one more. Thank goodness. Jeez. So only one more. And I've been reminded, watch the end credits. Watch the end credits. Because there's a stinger in there that I must comment on. So got to get that. Tomorrow we got the show, and we've got another Chatman Watches reviews. No gaming stream tomorrow because it's not Christmas yet, and I can't start playing the game I got myself for Christmas. That's why go to the post tab, vote on whether or not you want me to do a Christmas Day stream. And if we do, it'll be Dragon Quest III HD2D remake. Then, of course, Wednesday is Christmas Eve. We will have one more stream. And then, unless something changes, I don't plan on streaming Wednesday night. I plan on relaxing and having a nice Christmas Eve. And then, of course, Wednesday is Christmas Day. Gaming stream, yes or no, it's up to you guys. Then Friday, we're back to business as usual. And I don't have to be merry or Grinch to anybody. It's back to dealer's choice, as it were. Dealer's choice. And Ballbusters should be interesting. Should be very interesting. And then, of course, this weekend we are off for the scheduled shows. There will be no drive-in. There will be no roundtable. But do not think there won't be any streams. We still might have some out of the blue random streams if the feeling or urge strikes us. So that's it. That's kind of a week. It's probably going to be a very low-key week. We'll see. I mean, listen, there's rumors that a Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer will drop. Also rumors the Mando Grogu trailer that is now in theaters will drop. Those drop. Ooh, we review those. We look at those. We break those down. Especially if the Brand New Day rumors are going to be true, where they're going with that story. Wow, it sounds like a mess. Sounds like a mess of a story. Either way. So one last look to Extreme Elements. No, we seem to be fine. All right, guys, and we're going to wrap up a little early just so that I can be ready when the phone call comes and I can go get my car. I don't expect it for at least another hour, but I'm kind of hoping it gets here as soon as possible so that I can just remove that stress from my brain. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. A light show, not a lot to talk about, but the job is the job. The show must go on, whether I want to take a nap or not. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later tonight on Doctor Who Cares Reviews. So until then, you take it easy. Have a good rest of your day. And once again, Merry Christmas, everybody.